All right, thanks very much, Joy. Indeed, it feels like it was just yesterday when I was in studio, joined by members of the Southern Sudan community celebrating their newly found independence, celebrating the fact that what was then the North, now just referred to as Sudan, had granted them their independence as agreed on by the CPA. But now, just months later, all hell seems to be close to breaking loose. I'm joined now in studio by the head of mission, the acting head of mission for South Sudan, Kurgarang. He is the one to my extreme right, and to my immediate right is Sudan's ambassador, Kamal Said. Thank you both for coming.
Thank you.
How have we made our way back to this situation where media headlines are awash that the drums of war sound like they're beating all over again? What's going on?
What was going on in that, we used to have engaged in negotiations with our brothers in the south for several months before. And in the 9th of April, while our delegation was poised to take off to go to Addis Ababa for the negotiations with the people in the south, then we have been taken by surprise that their troops have penetrated our borders and occupied our oil fields and did a lot of damage for us in that area. That area, Hijij, is 70 kilometers inside our territory.
You claim that Helgig is within your territory. There are reports that, that the CPA, if you'd allow me, had agreed to treat Helgig as how Abyei would be treated under the CPA. What is your response to that?
That is misinformation. Hijij is not a disputed area. Hijij is a pure Sudanese land. It is 70 kilometers from the borders. It is not disputed at all.
He says it's not disputed. It's clearly their land.
Thank you very much. First of all, I don't think what is being claimed by my brother ambassador is not true. I think he may be familiar with the map of Sudan, but he's not familiar with the map of inside Sudan. Pantau belongs to South Sudan.
Pantau, which is also known as Helgig.
Yes, they're translated into Arabic, but actually known as the Pantau. And it belongs to South Sudan. It's not even a disputed area. The disputed area may be 60 kilos away from Pantau.
Well, there's clearly a dispute if both of you are saying that this is our area. My question is this. Why is it that the South has invaded this area, I think about a week ago? Why are your troops there?
I don't think whether it is an invasion. What is happening actually, this place, they make it as a ground troop that they used to attack our position. They took it, then we say, okay, we can go to the court or people go for peace. Because we claim it is our area and we know it belongs to us. This is why we did not even make an aggression. But always they are attacking our position. I think it is happening twice. They have been referred and come back again. I think that it result into the SPLM forces to take over the place.
Well, he says you've been using Helgig, which is an oil-rich town, to attack southern positions. Are your troops there? Is this what you've been doing?
No, this is an oil field. This is not a battlefield. Even if we want to attack them, we should not attack them from our oil facilities. This is an oil facility. This is a civil area. They never claimed it before. The matter of fact, even President Kiir said first he said, I will not withdraw. Then he said, I am going to withdraw if there is troops.
If there are UN troops.
If UN troops.
In the area.
Then he said, now last version, that they will withdraw if they guarantee that we are not going to attack them. So if it is their land, why are they drawing? Why they offer to withdraw?
Are you willing to go back to mediated talks to try and salvage the peace that Kenya brokered?
Once they withdraw the troops from there, we're ready. We've been negotiating. We continue negotiating with them for several years, and they have done these aggressions. Once they withdrew their invaders, we'll be more than glad to.
You said you'll withdraw only if UN peace troops are on the ground. Why?
This is why the position of South Sudan always, we want peace. This is why we need a neutral body to be in the middle. Because this area is belong to us, but we know anytime we can go to the court and claim the area. But what we need, what we want now, we need any troop, neutral body, either from UN or from African Union, to take over the place.
You've
so
said
that
it
we
before.
finish at once.
Yes, you've said it before that you're not willing to do this. You're not allowing. You're not willing to see the UN on the ground there first as a precondition. Why this hell-bent position?
Because I repeat, this area is 70 miles away from the borders. What United Nations troops are going to do in our country, inside the country? It is not the border. We can accept the United Nations at the border. This is 70 kilometers north of the border.
But Ambassador, you must appreciate though that the entire issue of the border has largely been disputed. You're still yet to work out how you're going to deal with the border issue.
Yes, the border.
And so what I am asking is that in this period of crisis and of increased hostility, why not allow, if not the UN, perhaps an IGAD force, an AU force, or any other member state which would be agreeable to both of you, to be an intermediary?
Yes, once they withdraw to the recognized borders, we'll be agreeing that. But so long as they are staying there, occupying our land, we make sure it will be very difficult for them to stay there.
And what does that mean? What does very difficult to mean? I've seen in previous reports, in previous interviews that you've anchored, you've said the economy is not one of the things that would deter you from going there. Of course, the costs of war are enormous. Both your countries are yet to really get back on the feet.
Sure. No.
Over 2 million people lost their lives during the first round of civil war. Is this not a cost that would make you reconsider?
It is. So this is why we will request our brothers to refrain from attacking us. We know war is destructive. We know war is damaging. We know we have very meager resources which we want to use for construction and not destructions. So we've been stabbed in the back. So we have two options, either to surrender for aggression or to resist it. And the first option is not possible. That is a situation.
Yes, do you want to respond?
I think what I want to say, to confirm that these are the people who actually make aggression to us during the peace in Addis Ababa, when people are almost going to sign, his Minister of Defense called the team and they refused to sign. And he was even telling our delegation that we are going to meet there. So we were even confused. Where are we going to meet? Whether there is another place that had been suggested for the peace. In the next few hours, they have attacked our area.
You're saying they abandoned the talks?
Yes, they have abandoned the talk in Addis Ababa, and they left while they know that the troops are going to attack our area. And all the area of South Sudan is being bombed every time.
Ambassador, why walk out of
Unity
talks
State, Upper Nile State, and even part of Warabi State.
We did not want. We have received the agreement, the proposal, and we said we going to our delegation said they're going to consult with the government in Khartoum, and we will be back. And then, this is why I said by the time we are poising to take off, our delegation was poised to take off to go to Addis to continue the negotiations, where our brothers incurred and took over our land in Hegli.
But, Mr. Ambassador, you must admit, though, there have been satellite images that have been widely circulated, recorded by the Satellite Sentinel project, which is being sponsored by George Clooney in conjunction with Harvard University, that has shown rearming of your troops and bombing of civilian populations in the Kordofan area. You cannot deny that there has been aggression on your part as well.
Rearming our troops, that's true. We rearm our troops, we prepare our troops. That's true, and that's all right.
The question being preparation for what? Do you think this sends the right message?
Yes, to protect our borders from the rebels, which has been harbored, those terrorist group which has been harbored in the south and come and attack us continuously, whether in the in the south of Kordofan or in Blue Nile. They have rebel groups. They have declared policy to overthrow our government and attack us. And they are being trained, equipped, and provided by logistic and arms in the south. What are they keeping them for? So this is why we are preparing for that. But the question, bombarding civilian, this is a stupidity. No same person will going to bombard his civilian people.
A lot of accusations and counter accusations, and it can be expected. As we conclude, one, do you think, and this question goes out to both of you, do you think the other is committed to real and lasting peace for both your countries? And second, what is it going to take to get you, your presidents, back at the negotiating table?
On our side, we are ready for peace, and we are even today, if the Sudan is ready for peace, our delegation is ready. Our position, my president say always, I'm not taking back my people to the war, because you know all this war. But if somebody come and aggress you in your land, what do? You have to defend yourself. So our people, we are on the defensive. We are not attacking anymore. To tell you, if the child is being born today, do you think in the next 8 months, 9 months, you can start fighting father or mother?
But what would it take for your president, for your country, to come back to the negotiating table? What? Because this is the whole point of negotiations. It's give and take.
And this is why we came out with our position, that when we are being told that you withdraw, my country say, yes, we are ready to withdraw. But we need a neutral body to come and take over. Because it is a matter of going to the court. Later on, if this area has been given to Sudan, then there's no problem. If the area has been given to us, then there's no problem. So why are they refusing to go back for talk or go back to
Sorry,
court?
I must interrupt because we're running out of time. Your final remarks. Are they keen on peace, in your opinion? What will it take for you to go back to negotiations?
I think their behavior during the last 4 years does not indicate they are very keen to peace. But despite that, we continue to negotiate with them. This time,
you're not. You're not at the negotiating table.
No. This time, we used to continue until they took a lead. This time, it is very easy and simple. Go back, go to the border, go to your border line, and then we're ready to negotiate. But we cannot negotiate under no circumstances of aggression or occupation. That's quite clear for us.
Well, clearly no simple answers coming out tonight. Both very hell-bent on their positions. We certainly do hope, for the sake of your people, and your people live across the border with each other, that you'd be able to find peace for both your countries. Thanks for watching. I'm Kiguta. Bye-bye for now.